I was fearful of being tested positive, but I was fearful because I didn't understand what being tested positive means.
Yeah.
When I learned about what tested positive means, and when I learned that undetectable is untransferable, and the quicker I get on medication, the quicker I'm no longer a risk, the quicker I could get my life back on track.
Yeah.
And that means now I live an amazing life with a husband who's HIV negative, and I know for a fact I'm no risk to him. You know, what we're trying to do now is destigmatize so many things and stop frightening people. And AIDS is a frightening word. Like HIV is we're trying to...
It's a virus. But it's crazy how it's a virus like many other viruses. You know, it can kill you. But if you get tested early, then you are on medication and you can live a healthy, happy life and look relatively good looking even after a career of rugby.
Relatively, relatively, after a bit of work. But yeah, you know, for me, it's realising that stigma is a real thing. Stigma is out there. But the way of breaking stigma yourself is sometimes by looking at other people who have inspired or done things, but actually learning about what it means to live with HIV now. We need to re-educate people to know that where we are now with HIV, it's not a death sentence. It's not. And I'm living proof. I would never have done an Ironman if I didn't live with HIV. Living with HIV and realising how I could live my life gave me a renewed look on life. I meant that every day.
And to reach a new potential.
Mate, yeah, and I haven't even reached it. You know, let's not pretend, right, that being told you're HIV, it's a difficult thing to take, right? And I went, because I didn't have the education, when I was told I had HIV, I thought I was going to die. And sometimes you kind of need to know what it's like to die, to know what it's really like to live. And I'll never forget that moment because it gives me the inspiration to live my life to the maximum every single day. But also it gives me the inspiration to make sure that other people who are told that news realise that actually they can have a life.
We've got HIV Testing Week. What is the advice that you would give to anybody out there that is being controlled by fear?
Some of my friends would not even consider having an HIV test because they weren't part of them communities. And I think, you know, being here at a rugby ground, being here with you is a case of people realising everybody needs to know their status.
And even more so, I guess, those that aren't in the at-risk groups, because then we can normalise testing and make it easier for those that are fearful, that are scared,
of course,
understandably so, to come forward.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, we do so much around like our health. You know, we'll go to the dentist, we'll go to the doctors. We look after ourselves. When it comes to sexual health testing, for some reason there's this stigma and there's fear about it. And there shouldn't be. And the more people that do it, the more normal it becomes. Then the more, I say, everybody from every walk of life, every community will do it.
I believe in what you're doing. It's amazing.
Top man.
Wow.
Lads.
Well done, buddy.
Top man. Cheers, bud.